Good morning. I am not going to read a story today, and I'll try to keep my intro nice and short and sweet because I know two videos ago I had a very long intro, which is why I cheated and put the same video up twice because I felt that there were people that probably just want to get straight into the spooky story. And I will do spooky story again in 2 weeks from now. So today is just going to be the St. Paddy's Day artwork that I did and put up on Instagram on St. Paddy's Day. Enjoy. I will see you in 2 weeks for a scary story. Maybe I'll do it with that really creepy empty chair over there because this guy is too cute to do a video with. Hey. There, see? Okay, anyways, so enjoy. Okay, here's my illustration of a leprechaun looking for his pot of gold. He is clearly on the wrong end of the rainbow, so he's not going to find it. I made a pencil sketch first, inked over it, took a picture of it that I later used as the template in Ibis paint. Then the paper copy I colored in with colored pencil and put it in the break room at work just to spread a little cheer. I like to do that a lot. Kept telling everybody that since the leprechaun wasn't looking, they were welcome to steal his pot of gold. So once I had it in Ibis paint, I had to lasso the different pictures, the different images, and put them so they were more level with each other, and then began tracing over on a different layer. And then I moved everything around, made the pot of gold a little lower. Try to fill in the rainbow. I had a hard time getting the curve just right how I wanted it. So I eventually cheated and did a curved line, copied it 4 more times, and then put it together and resized it where I wanted it. Then I just worked on retracing some of my tracing because I didn't like how my bushes were. And the pot itself wasn't exactly, the curve wasn't right. And I resized the bushes because they were too small to hide the pot of gold in my opinion. But I spent a lot of time making so many little coins to fill in the pot. And I put a few down at the bottom that looked like they had spilled out. I wrote down one of the pens I was using so that as I switched between pens, I wouldn't lose the main pen that I had been using, because if you use more than 4 pens, I think, in Ibis paint, they won't save it in your custom. So I just wanted to make sure that since this took me 3 days to draw, I didn't forget that my main pen for drawing was the pen fade at 7.5. Then I just made more layers and just kept coloring in everything. I saved the leprechaun for last because I had to do him twice. The first time he looked too messy compared to my finished ink and pencil drawing, so I ended up redrawing him again. His hands were really hard for me. Hands are hard for me in general. The worst one was the one by his head. I had to keep debating on thumb up or thumb down, and I ended up with thumb down, though it looks a little bit like a sock puppet, but I left it. So I just kept tracing and redrawing, resizing, so I decided where everything on him was. And then I colored him, and I have a weird habit when I use my airbrush. I will color outside the lines, and then I spend time erasing what I shouldn't have colored, rather than using a fill function to just do inside the lines, because when I do airbrush, I like the technique it kind of has, where it leaves some parts lighter and some parts darker. So I don't know, this just works for me. It's cumbersome, but I just like the effect afterwards if I just do a wider swath first and then just erase what I didn't need. And then I moved the picture down because I thought the leprechaun was too crowded up by the sun. So I shifted everything down a little bit. And I tried to pick colors for the rainbow that weren't already prevalent in the picture itself. All that's left is to add the grass. There it goes. And that's it. Now there's a little leprechaun wondering where his pot of gold is.